What's going on, everybody? So I actually can't believe I'm making this video, and I can't believe I'm sharing it for free with you guys. And there's been a few moments where I've had the same thought process of, hey, I'm just giving all of this stuff away for free. But genuinely, I want to see you guys prosper, and I want to see you guys become profitable. There's already been so many great success stories from the knowledge that I've shared so far, and I really appreciate you guys sharing them with me. And I really appreciate those of you who actually take what I show you guys and put it into practice and take value from it. Because guys, it really does work. It just takes you to go and put in the time to go and test and implement these lessons that I'm showing you guys in the real markets. And remember to continually test and collect data so that you can eventually implement them in live markets. Because guys, that is the secret. That is the secret to everything. That's the key to psychology, which, as we know, is the real reason that people struggle with trading. Okay, so what I'm going to show you guys today is something that I've never seen on YouTube before, firstly. Secondly, it's a secret that I didn't know I was going to share with you guys. So I hope you guys really appreciate it. I'm going to go through it in depth, okay, because a lot of you guys have been asking me, what change of character should I take? Why am I specifically taking certain change of characters? So what I'm going to show you guys is a mechanical way to figure out and know exactly which change of character that you should take. Okay, it's going to take some practice, okay, and we're going to go through it in depth on the charts, but it's a mechanical way for knowing exactly when the change of character happens after the swing happens, the sweep, sorry, that I talk about with the Judas swing. When that sweep happens of the lows, which again, guys, the sweep is when the liquidity is swept, that we mark out the highs and the lows of the Asian session, okay, and then when New York session opens, we're looking for that sweep, okay, and then we're looking for the change of character. Now I'm going to show you guys a mechanical way to know exactly when that change of character happens, but I'm also going to be showing you a way to enter the market that nobody else has shown, and it's a new way. It's using fair value gaps, but it's using it in a very specific and mechanical way that gives you a much higher risk-reward ratio. Okay, you get really good risk-reward ratios with this particular entry model that I've designed. And like I said, I can't believe I'm giving this out for free, so I really hope you guys appreciate it. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to hop in right now and show you guys exactly how I do it, and we can go from there. Just before we continue with the video, I just want to remind you guys to please head down below and give the channel a subscribe if you haven't already. Most of you aren't already subscribed to this channel that are watching this right now. So please do go down below and subscribe, and make sure to leave a comment below letting me know what videos you want to see in the future or what you thought about this video. Thank you very much, guys. Let's continue with the video. Right, everyone. So we're here on US 30. Okay. And on US 30, we're going to be having a look at the entry model. It's basically the Judas swing, okay? But I'm going to be showing you guys the entry model, and I'm going to show you guys the mechanical way that I trade the system, okay? And how I get my change of character right every single time. We need to understand fractal structure, okay? Now, fractal structure is just small little movements in the market. Now, all fractal structure is essentially this. You can only confirm a low when a high is broken. Okay, so here the high is broken, this is the low. Okay, so this high is this low is confirmed when the high is broken, and that's pretty much all it is. Now, if price continues to break, okay, so let's have a look at an example on the charts. So let's have a look here. So in this bullish example, you can see that every candle breaks the previous candle, and now that is not where we can identify a low or a high. So all we're going to be doing is looking at the candles. So this candle here, if it breaks the previous candle's high, which it does right here, if this candle breaks the previous candle's high, then this is not a low. Okay, this candle breaks the previous candle's high. 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 Okay, so we continue to look like this. And here, what do we see? This candle does not break the previous candle's high. So what does that mean? That means that potentially this could be our fractal low. But it's only confirmed when the break of structure happens. So once this is broken, this now becomes our fractal low, okay? And we continue to follow price up. Okay, so let's say, for example, this was our sweep here that happened. We would now be looking like this. So we would just start to look at price. Oh, so this candle here at the bottom, this did not take out the previous candle's high, okay? So once this breaks that previous candle's high, this candle now becomes our low, okay? This candle does break the previous candle's high, so it's continuing that fractal move up. This candle, however, does not break the previous candle's high, okay? So this could be a potential fractal low once this is broken. So this breaks, and now we confirm the low. So now this becomes our fractal low, okay? And that's where we're looking for price to change character. So we're going to continue to follow price up. So this candle, as we can see here, if we look in the top left, we can see that the high is 33582, and this one is also 33582. So this cancels out. So essentially, this does not matter to us. Here we can see this one does not break the previous candle's high, so we would now move our low to this point. I hope you guys are following along and understanding. So once the high is broken by this candle here, we would then confirm this. So we're just looking for the candle that does not break the previous candle, and it is confirmed once one of the next following candles breaks the last high. Okay, and we've got the same thing here. So if you're not sure if it's very close, hover your candle over. You can see this one, the H at the top, this H. You can see that is 33584, and this one is also 33584. So they cancel out. Okay. So once price breaks, like so, okay, we then have our change of character. And that is how you guys can map out your change of characters in a way that is completely mechanical. Okay? Completely mechanical. So that is how I have basically been mapping out changes of character. It also allows you to get your change of characters in a very aggressive way. So we will continue to go over examples through live price action, but I hope you guys can understand this. What I suggest, guys, is you go and practice this. So go through price action and try to mark out. See, this one takes the previous low, this one takes the previous high, this one takes the previous high, this one takes the previous high, this one does not. So once this breaks, this now becomes the low. And again, it's the same. This is why the low was here, because this one did not take the previous candle's high, and this did. So this now becomes the low. So you can follow along with price like this and create a plan, okay, that you can follow. So I hope you guys understand. I do this on the 5 minute on US 30, okay? I look for the chalk on the 5 minute, and then I drop down to the 1 minute for entry. I will show you in a second how I do that. So let's go now and have a look at yesterday. So when we get the sweep of structure right here, okay, this was the lowest part in the gray box. Again, guys, if you haven't seen my Judas swing video, please go watch it. It's down below. You'll understand why we're looking for these sweeps. So essentially, we're looking for the sweep of the low created in London and Asian session, which happens in the blue section here in New York session, which again, guys, in the sessions indicator, just take a screenshot of this, or pause the video here and set up your indicator exactly like this. The sessions indicator, which you can find under indicators, under sessions. It's this one here by Oro Rocks, okay? So go back and have a look at the settings. Make sure your settings are the same. You can change your colors to whatever you want. I like gray and blue. Okay, so we've had the sweep of the lows in the Asian and London session, which is this gray box. And now we're looking for the chalk. Okay, so let's move price backwards. So now we can practice looking for our fractal high that needs to break for the change of character. Okay, so as we can see, this candle breaks the previous candle's low. This candle breaks the previous candle's low. So those are not, if we keep following back, the last one that did not break the previous candle's low is this here. Okay, and obviously this took the high. So our fractal high would be here right now. Okay, so this continues, it takes the previous candle's low. And this one does not. Okay, so now to confirm this, we need price to take this out. Okay, once price takes that out, then we can confirm that as the high. So again, this is now retracing, so we would now need price to come down to confirm. Okay, so here we do not have a change of character until this happens, okay, where we would be looking potentially for an entry. So this would be our entry. It is very high up, okay, it is very high up on the move. And so what we do now is we look at this candle that broke, okay, and changed character for us. I highlight it with a box, okay, and we go down to the 1 minute time frame. On the 1 minute time frame, I'm looking for the fair value gap, okay, at the most extreme of price. So this would be it right here, okay, and I'm only looking from this gray box and up for potential entries, okay, but we always want to go for the extreme one first. So we would have our entry right here, okay, and I usually actually just do this, but obviously we can't have 3 pips, so I'll have it right like this, okay, and we will target the high. We want at least like a 4 risk reward ratio, so we could in fact just target these highs, which is quite a nice reward. Let's see if we get tagged in, and no, it goes without us, unfortunately, on this example. So I hope you guys are following along with what I'm doing. Let's have a look at another example. See if we can get tagged in on one of these. But when they do get tagged in, they really run, and your risk reward is really high, as you can see. So let's continue to go through these concepts. So let's look at the previous day. So as we can see, the highest point of structure in the London and Asian sessions got swept right here. And when I say swept, it just means that price has moved past it. And now we're going to start to look at our fractal structure. Okay, so you can see this candle took out this candle, took out this candle, took out this candle, and this one did not. So this is a low. Okay, this was the one that did not take, and it was confirmed once the previous one was taken. Okay, then this one did not take out the previous candle's low. So once this pushed past, okay, we could then confirm this as the fractal low. So once this is broken, our change of character would happen. However, look here, this one also did not break, and once this pushes past, we can confirm it as the fractal low. Okay, so now we continue, and as you can see, price just absolutely goes down to the downside, and it breaks. So now we've got our chalk. Okay, so this is our chalk, and it's completely mechanical. Okay, you just need to practice marking out your fractal highs and lows like I've been doing right now and showing you. Okay, so now what we would do is mark out this candle that caused the chalk. Okay, and we drop down to the 1 minute time frame. Like I say, this gray box is the only place we're interested in taking entries from. Okay, it needs to be in this box or below. Okay, so we can now mark out this zone as our fair value gap because it's in our box. Okay, and again, if you guys need help with learning the fair value gap and structure, go to the description below and you can have a look at that video that shows you exactly how I spot fair value gaps, okay? And this is the highest fair value gap. Once again, that is the fair value gap that we always go with. Now for this strategy, I give a little bit of a runner in the beginning so that we get tagged in. But our stop loss is a lot tighter. We won't go above. We will go just literally above the fair value gap, okay? We give it like literally 1 point of breathing room, okay? And then we just target the lows, okay? This is a 1 to 5. So we get tagged in here. And there you go. 1 to 5 risk reward. Okay. So that's how powerful the strategy is. And that's why I was also really considering not giving this out to you guys, because it's really strong, guys. So this is a 1 to 5 risk reward. And as you guys can see, it actually just goes all the way down. So already 1 to 10 risk reward. So it's absolutely wild, and the accuracy of this is absolutely wild. So let's have a look at the previous day. Again, guys, I'm going days in succession, so I am not cherry picking these trades, okay? So here, I'm just going to go straight to the part where price breaks structure. We go into the 5 minute once again, okay? So you can see price takes out the lows right here. So here, this is the lowest point in the Asian and London sessions that gets taken out. Okay, so on the 5 minute, guys, you can see this takes out this low. Okay, this is lower, this is lower, this is lower. Okay, so in fact, the last place that would count as a change of character would be right here. This here. Okay, and so what we would do now is mark out the bit of structure that caused it, which is this whole zone. Okay, and so that would be our change of character. This is where it's swept. Okay, and how did I determine this as my change of character? So we would go where price was most recently. You can see that this candle took out this candle's low. This candle took out this candle's low. Okay, this candle took out this candle's low. This candle took out this candle's low. This candle did not take out this candle's low. Okay, and we confirm the high once this candle took out the low. Okay, and that is the high. Now once this flips and changes character, we then mark it up. Okay, and then we go down to the 1 minute and we look at the most extreme change of the most extreme fair value gap, which is this here. The lowest, by extreme I mean the one that is the furthest away from price action. Okay, and that is this one. So we would have our entry for a long position over here and just a pip or so below for breathing room. Okay, and then we will target the highs like so. Okay, so this is a 1 to 4. So let's see if we get tagged in here, and we do, and we get tagged out on this one. So you could as well continue to try and look for long positions, okay, or a change of character. So here I believe this continues on without giving us a change of character. See, now this is the session is over. You can only trade in this blue session. So with this one, we took a loss on it, and we had a 1 to 5 win on the previous trade. So let's have a look at this example here. So this is the previous day again. I'm not cherry picking. This is all the same days that are one succession after one another. So here we've got the lows, okay? The lowest part of the day in this gray box, as I showed you guys to mark out in the sessions, okay? We're looking for this to get swept, which again just means that price moves past, it goes past. Now we're looking for our change of character. So once this sweeps, we look for our change of character. This, as you can see, took out this, that took out this. This, however, did not take out the previous candle. So that will now become our fractal high, okay? So let's see if price goes down lower. It does. And now if we look back, this candle here did not take out this previous candle's low. So this becomes the fractal high, okay? It only gets confirmed once the lows are broken. Okay, so this candle did not take out this previous candle's low. Okay, so we wait for price to break the low, and then that confirms this as the high. The highs can only be confirmed when the lows have been broken. Okay, so this would be our point for change of character if price moves past that. So this candle did not break this candle's low, so it will become a fractal high if price moves below this, and it does. Okay, so now this becomes the fractal high. Okay, so now this candle here does not break this previous candle's high. Okay, but this does. It breaks the candle's low and confirms this as the high. Okay, but then it also comes up and it takes the highs. Okay, it takes the highs of this. So technically this here in these three candles was a change of character. Okay, so then what we do is we highlight the candle that caused the change of character, and we go down to the 1 minute and we look for a fair value gap. Okay, we can see here that there is no fair value gap. So what did I say? This gray box is where we're looking for entry or above. We're not looking for below. Obviously there is no below in this particular example. So we're looking for a gap now to form above this gray box, because there is nothing in the box at this point. See, this is not a gap because you can see this filled in. Okay, there is no gap here. So now there could potentially be a gap. And yes, there's a gap here. Right. So this would be our gap to trade. So we would go long at this point. Stops just below the fair value gap. Give it just 1 point as a breather. And we would target the highs. Okay. So I would target this. We're looking for between 4 to 5 risk reward. If we can target these highs, that's fine as well. Let's see if we get tagged in on this one. No, it goes without us. So yeah, you guys can see already that this works, but you really need to be patient and wait for price to tag you into these trades. Okay, but it gives you a framework for the exact way that you can classify your change of character. You guys can trade it differently if you want, okay? But this really, really works, especially when you go down to the 1 minute. So let's have a look at the previous day. So we would only be looking for positions once we either get the high or the low broken. Let's just see it do that, and it does. Okay, so you can see price gets a bit messy once it breaks. Okay, we can see that this was the candle that did not take out this previous candle's low. This candle then did, and that confirms this as our fractal high. This candle did not take out this low, and this did, so that confirms this as the fractal high now. This did not take out this candle's low. Okay, so now if this breaks the low here, then that will be our fractal high. There you go. So this would become our fractal high because it did not take out this candle's low, and then it was confirmed once the low was broken. So here we've got a potential another pullback. So once this low is broken, this will be confirmed as our fractal high. There you go. So this is now our fractal high. Okay. I hope you guys are starting to get the hang of spotting those. So now this will become our fractal high because it did not break this candle's low, and this confirmed it by breaking the low. Okay. So price is continuing to the downside, and as you can see, the session has ended. So this system has just kept us out of getting into like some messy trades here, which is also why I designed it like this. Okay, so let's have a look at the previous day. So we would be looking for price to break this here. Okay. And it does. And so now we're looking for our fractal high. So if we go back, this candle did not break this previous candle's high. So this will be our fractal high because it's now confirmed by the break. Okay. So this candle now becomes the fractal high because this candle did not break this previous candle's low. Okay. And this then confirmed the high. So it's continuing to the downside. Let's see if we get a change of character. Okay. So as we can see here, this one broke the previous low. This one broke the previous low. This did not. Okay, but it is not confirmed until the low is broken. This did not confirmed till the low is broken, and the low is then broken. And so now this becomes our change of character. Well, point at which, once it's broken, the change of character happens. This now becomes our fractal high. Okay, why? I'll go over it again. This did not break this candle's low. Okay, and it is then confirmed once this breaks the candle's low. This high is confirmed as our change of character. So this now is our new fractal high. Okay. So this, let's see if it breaks. It does break, okay. So now I would be looking at this zone here for a possible reversal because we had the chalk, okay. You can include this, which is actually what I'm going to do. And guys, it's important. This is on the 5 minutes, so you must wait for the candles to close, okay. Excuse me. So now we're looking for this gray box and above, okay, for our fair value gap. Okay, so we've got our gap. The gap was right here. And we're now waiting for price to come back into this gap, and so we can get long on this position. Okay. And we will target these highs here. Okay, so we're in this trade. And there you go, guys. So we've got a 4.5 risk reward trade here. So we've got a loss and a 4.5 risk reward. We missed a couple of trades because again, this is a very precise strategy. So you will miss a couple of trades. They will sometimes go without you because we're looking for those pullbacks to enter. But guys, we cannot enter late. Okay, we cannot enter late. We just will not get the risk reward. So let's have a look at one more day, guys. One more day. So we've got the high here that got broken by this candle. So now on the 5 minute, we're looking for the change of character, right? Here we go. So this candle did not break the previous candle's high. This then confirmed the candle as the fractal low. Why? Because this candle broke the high, okay? And confirms the low. I hope you guys are understanding this. I really hope that you understand fractal structure because it's key to this. So this did not break this candle's high. If the next candle breaks the candle high, this will be confirmed as the fractal low. There you go. It does. Okay. So that would be, however, we're looking for the candle closest. Okay. So this candle did not break the previous candle's high. Okay. So that becomes the fractal low right here. So let's see if we get a change of character. We do. Okay, so now we're looking within this candle or below, okay, for our fair value gap and entry, okay. So right here is this is the extremity, okay, fair value gap, and we would be looking to get short right here. Okay, so again, this is 5 pips, so it's very, very tight. It's a bit crazy, to be honest. So we will give it just like an extra little, like 2 extra pips, okay, of breathing room, and we will target the lows. Yeah, we could technically target all of this down here, but I'm happy with targeting this down here. because already that is like 6 risk reward. Okay, so let's see if we get tagged into this one. Okay, so this one we lose. You can see it actually gets really close to tagging us in and going, but obviously it still stayed within this high. So in examples like this, you might want to cover the highs, but again, that's why this is a really good risk reward strategy, is because you only have to cover the FVG. So that's about it, guys. I want you guys to go and really test this, collect data, but it really works. And especially for those of you who prefer high risk reward strategies, okay, this will be better. So and also it's really good win rate for what it does, and it confirms the change of character. Those of you who struggle with change of character, you can still use this for the normal Judas swing strategy. Just it gives you that knowledge that you are getting into a valid change of character. Fractal structure is a game changer, okay? And that's why I wanted to give it to you guys here for free on YouTube. So thank you so much for joining and watching, everybody. If you guys want to get involved in my mentorship and learn the course, the link is down below in the description. So cheers, everyone. I will see you in the next video. So I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. A lot of you, like I said, aren't subscribed already, so I would just like to request that you guys hop below and subscribe to the channel, as well as leave a comment on what you want to see in future videos or what you thought about this video. Thank you so much for all of your support this far, guys. This channel really could not do it without you. So thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.